We talk a lot about mental health in the legal profession, but we still act too late. Today, firms are more aware than ever. We talk about stress management, burnout, well-being. We organised yoga sessions during lunchtime, but there's still a gap. We understand the problem better, but we haven't really changed what happens day to day. Because what's the reality? Demanding clients, high responsibility, emotionally charged situations, constant pressure. And in that context, mental health is not theoretical, it's practical. It's about professional survival. My name is Sarah Jane Taster. I'm a lawyer, family mediator, and supervisor for legal professionals. In this video, I want to explore what really weighs on lawyers and how supervision provides practical support. So why is it so challenging? We often think the issue is workload, but it's not. The real weight of the profession is what you carry. Being lawyers mean making decisions, managing conflict, absorbing clients' anxiety, staying composed even when everything is under pressure. You're not just handling cases, you're holding tension. And no one really teaches you how to deal with that. So what happens? Stress builds up, pressure becomes normal, fatigue becomes invisible. Not because you're weak, but because you're carrying it alone. Today there are more initiatives, well-being days, stress management tools, training programs. They are useful, but let's be honest, they are not enough. Why? Because they come in when things are already going wrong. We talk about warning signs, sick leave, stress management. In other words, when the problem is already there. And behind all this, there's a dangerous idea. You need to be more resilient. No. The problem is not your ability to cope. The problem is what the profession asks you to carry. Supervision is not therapy. It's not coaching. It's a space to think about your practice. A space where you stop doing and you start understanding. You explore your cases, the decisions you make, the pressure points, and what is becoming difficult to carry, and especially what you are holding often without realizing. Not to judge, but to understand and adjust. Why does peer supervision work? Supervision with another lawyer changes everything. It speaks your language, it starts from your reality, your cases, your constraints. You don't have to explain anything. That makes it more accessible, less stigmatizing, more relevant. But the real shift is this. Seeking support is not a weakness. It's a professional discipline. Supervision should not be for those who are struggling. It should be the norm. Like CPD, because today a good lawyer is not just skilled, it's a supported lawyer. This is the real shift. Stop intervening when it's too late. Stop waiting for burnout. Stop waiting for sick leave. Act earlier. Because the goal is not to fix, it's to prevent the damage. Supervision allows you to step back, reflect, adjust your position before things become critical. The goal is simple: to keep practicing without burning out. So what does it actually change? More than you think. First, it creates space. And in a profession where everything is urgent, that is essential. Second, it creates clarity. You begin to distinguish what belongs to you, what belongs to the client, and what doesn't belong to you at all. And that alone is a huge relief. Third, it helps process what accumulates: frustration, doubt, tension, mental load, imposter syndrome. What stays inside weighs you down. What is worked through starts to move. Finally, it helps you set better boundaries. Not to care less, but to stop carrying everything alone. And this is the key. Mental health does not improve by doing less. It improves by carrying differently. So the benefits for you means less stress, more clarity, better decisions, greater sustainability. It's less survival, more control. For firms, it means less burnout, more stability within the team, better collaboration, and more sustainable performance. And more importantly, supervision is not a one-off tool, it's ongoing support. Lawyers' mental health is not just an individual issue, it's about structure, culture, how the work is done. We won't solve it by more organization, more work, more discipline. At some point you need space to think, and that's exactly what supervision offers. Not a quick fix, a different way of working. I support solicitors, barristers and law firms through individual supervision. If you relate to anything that has been said during this video, you'll find more information in the description to book a discovery call about supervision. And if this video spoke to you, please share it with a colleague or your firm. Thank you.